Hello, today we'll be explaining the problem that we are working on at Pear Advanced Research. We are working on a precision constant current source that has very low drift, ideally 0% current drift. So in our case, we've designed a 0.25 milliamp current source that's small, embeddable, and that has low current drift. Again, we're trying to go for 0% current drift for our customers in test engineering, where they do, calibration setup, and they want a current source that's, embeddable in a test system, engineered product. That's what we're trying to go for. Or they can use it as a standalone as well. But that's what we're trying to go towards, which is 0% current drift and as small as possible. Constant current source reference. So that's one of our products. We're also working on other products, but that's our main product that we're working on right now, which is constant current source. Embeddable, portable, low drift, constant current source references. So that's what we're going towards. Again, we try to make these embeddable devices without sacrificing precision. The problems that our customers faced, the test engineers, they recalibrate multiple times per day. Each drift event can trigger false failures, costing X amount of dollars. So that drift can cause unreliable measurements. So ours we're trying to go towards, which is 0% current drift. We've achieved so far 0.5% current drift for a 0.25 milliamps. And yeah, this explains the problem even more. And this is our opportunity. There's a growing demand in semiconductor, battery, EV testing, integrated circuits, and sensor excitation testing. There is a shift towards embeddable, portable, and small footprint. And that's where we're going towards. So we're going for a high precision constant current source. It's a reference, so a true constant current source. And this is what we achieved so far with our product. It is compact, embeddable, and it's designed for standalone, or you can put it integrated into your test engineering products, your OEM. We've achieved a current drift of 0.5%, and we are targeting 0% drift. And we can go over the specs later on the data sheet. So that's our solution. And we're trying to build a portable, embeddable, small footprint, constant current source. And it's trying to make it as stable and as repeatable as possible. Our roadmap is towards 0 current drift. Our product again is for semiconductor sensor excitation, AV battery charging, IC validation, and calibration use. And we're trying to make it as small as possible. And the current drift to be 0%, because that's one of the pain points of the customer. So this is our market. So the total market is 12.5 billion in tested measurements, and specifically 1.8 billion per year in precision sources and references. And then our initial niche, which is more embeddable or standalone, which will be 500 million per year. And this can be expanded into the aerospace division as well. And yeah, so we'll start with the current references, and then we'll expand out into other constant current sources. We are applying to for military contracts, so we're broadening towards that, but we are specializing in, PCB design of sources. So that's where we're going towards. And as we apply for military contracts. So this is our business model. We're trying to go towards $300 to $700 per unit, constant current source reference. Again, it's a standalone, and they can do OEM integration. And then we're going to also include software into the constant current sources for later versions of our constant current sources. So we have some traction. We've developed our second prototype, and we targeted, or we talked to our customers and our suppliers, and we're still getting feedback from them. And I've, contacting some other test engineering firms and distributors as well. This is our technology moat and moat. So we're targeting for 0% current drift. This is a small form factor and targeting for thermal stability, and it has integrated protection mechanisms. So yeah, we're gonna do direct to sales to labs and test engineering companies, distributors such as DigiKey and Mauser, and other distributors I've talked to, and OEM integration pathway into customer products, or even as a standalone constant current source reference. And this is our financial projection. So this is what we're going towards. Year 3 is still up in the air, but this is what we're trying to go towards. Again, we're trying to specialize into constant current sources and other PCB design, but mainly just sources. Roadmap. This is our roadmap. We'll validate, and then we'll pilot and manufacture, and then we'll validate with the customers, and then we'll do, manufacturing, and then we'll scale based upon customer demand. And trying to hit this target as well. And then finally, we have our vision. Build a next-gen precision constant current source instrumentation, and we will expand our product portfolio of precision constant current sources into other types. And we will design a 0% drift constant current source reference in this case. And we are also going towards military contracts to try to win as well. And specifically for our precision core, which is 0.25 milliamps constant current source reference. This is the data sheet that we've designed so far. This is our second prototype. And specifically, I wanted to talk about the benefit, or the just short information on what it can provide. It's a low current drift, 0.5%. Again, it's 0.25 milliamps. And stable, repeatable. It can take an input of 8 to 30 voltage DC. It has all sorts of protection mechanisms, such as short circuit protection, reverse voltage, over voltage protection. It can actually go up to 60 volts. So what will happen is from 30 and up, or just above 30 VDC, the current will remain the same. So it'll still be 0.25 milliamps, but it'll just go into over voltage protection, up to 60 volts. So right at 30 VDC, the total current pulled is about 6 milliamps, which we'll retest once it comes in from the manufacturer, from the PCB manufacturer. We'll retest, but before the over voltage protection, the total current pull is just like 6 milliamps. So it's low powered. And actually, you can go down to, if you have a low load, like up to 1,000 ohms, you can actually go down to 2 volts per, or 2 volts VDC, 2 volts. And with max 1,000 ohm load, you can still achieve 0.25 milliamps. So, and that's incredibly low power draw. So that's actually less than like 750 microamps at 2 volts with 1,000 ohm load, equivalent load. So that's very low power, which can be used for embeddable systems. Or in other words, you can embed this constant current reference into a much bigger system. And so the loads can be as described, or a device under test. It can be semiconductors, diodes, LEDs, sensor excitation, IC, or other loads that can be characterized or calibrated with high accuracy. It can also be other circuits as well that need a constant current. And again, it can go up to 100 kiloohms, but also it can go down to 2 VDC with like around 750 microamps drawn from the power supply. So it's very low power usage if you use it that way for max 1,000 ohms. So